What's up, y'all? I'm Kills at Wills.
I'm Billiam,
You're listening to the Section 8 Wrestling Podcast.
your favorite and your friend's soon to be favorite wrestling podcast. Yeah, yeah. Haters, haters, we're here, we're back. And if you haven't noticed by Kills Wills over here, we are talking a little AEW tonight. Well, let's get this intro out of the way. Welcome to another one of your latest and greatest, and hopefully your favoriteest wrestling podcasts out there, the Section 8 Wrestling Podcast. I am Billiam.
I am Kills at Wills.
And tonight, whenever you're joining us in our little corner of the interwebs, we usually talk about WWE, but we're trying to branch out here and we're going to be talking a little AEW, specifically Forbidden Door. That
Yeah,
happened, I believe, June 28th, and you and our guest that we're about to get to were in the house. So
yeah.
you guys are going to be talking about the show. I was able to catch the recap, like the rewatch, and watch some of the matches, but you guys were there. You guys are going to go in depth. You and our guest are much more in AEW than I am, just because I feel like you have a little more time to watch and whatnot. So you guys know your stuff. I'm the wrestling fan, so I will be like the rest of you, learning about what happened at the show. So without
Haters. We have a great one for you.
further,
We have a great one for you.
great one. We're
Yeah.
excited. We've been talking about this for a few weeks. So without further ado, we're going to bring in a guy, a brother from another mother. He is the one who made up these lovely shirts here. And we are slowly trying to roll him into a producer role, just to throw him in here. And he's going to be one of our AEW guys to talk about what goes on in that company. So, with that being said, let's welcome Chava. Oh, but he needs to. There he is, halfway there.
Oh,
Halfway there. Huh,
oh,
there he
hey, it's working.
is.
It's working. Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey.
Yo, yo.
Yeah.
Haters, now you can put a
Yeah.
face to the name. We have mentioned him more than once, obviously, because of the shirts and whatnot, but he's also one of our favorite guys on the planet.
Facts.
Chava, welcome to the show.
Howdy. How goes it? How
Ah,
goes it?
oh
Yeah,
man,
man.
it's great. We were just getting
Well,
ready to talk about this little forbidden door.
This wrestling?
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
So
get
please,
into it.
Kills of Wills, let's kick this thing off.
why don't we just jump right into it? We're talking about Forbidden Door. This took place at the SAP Center, which is in San Jose, California, which is pretty much in our backyard. It's where the
Little hop,
Sharks
skip
play.
away.
Where the Sharks play. Shout out San Jose Sharks. Um, so Forbidden Door was split up and kind of into two parts. Where they have the little free section. Their free section's called Forbidden Door Buy-In. This was for the people that didn't want to spend the money on the pay-per-view or to try to get you enticing into buy the pay-per-views. Like, hey, here's some free wrestling to let you guys know what this is kind of all about. So we're gonna dive all into that one. First of all, hey, can we give a shout out to Chava's pops who was with us in the crowd and that turn up. We'll
Absolutely.
get to him when we get to a certain
Yeah, it
match.
was cool.
Yeah, man. It was cool. It was cool to do all that. We gonna jump right in. The first match was between Daniel Garcia versus Drilla Maloney. Drilla Maloney is from New Japan Wrestling. Of course, Daniel Garcia is a member of the Death Riders.
The Death Riders.
Marina Shafir came out with Daniel Garcia. Daniel Garcia. It is a pretty good match. Daniel Garcia, I'm not the biggest fan of him, but he surprised me that night. He showed, I mean, to be fair, just getting into it, just watching a little bit, he has more skill than I gave him credit for. His character is a little annoying, but that's part of the character. So I didn't really mind it, but it was good to watch him. The winner ended up being Drilla Maloney. Drilla overcomes a surprisingly game Daniel Garcia and overcomes some heel tactics, and he walks away with the win. I thought the match was pretty okay for an opening match.
Hmm.
So,
Yeah, it was. I enjoyed it, especially since we didn't really know it was going to be on the card. I don't remember
okay.
seeing it on them posting it on the socials or watching Dynamite and Collision. So it was cool to see. It was always good to see Marina Shafir. She's awesome. So it was cool that she
Yes.
was ringside.
Yes. There's some times when Drilla tries to get in her face, and let me tell you, haters, she's the wrong one. You're not gonna face her. You're not gonna face her. So that was a great just opening match. Um, we can jump on to the next one. Next match was for the TBS Survival of the Fittest Championship qualifying match. It was to get into the last slot in the six women Survival of the Fittest. I believe it was
Oh yeah,
six.
Yeah,
that was
Yes,
six.
Dynamite the week
yes,
after.
this was for the qualifying. It was Micah from Stardom versus Sky Blue, who is a member of the Triangle of Madness.
Yes.
Um, Julia Hart came out with Sky Blue, but the refs kind of quickly escorted her out because she could not come to ringside. That was kind of funny, sitting there watching her go by, and then all of a sudden, like we saw her just getting dragged away. It was like, oh, what? She must be getting kicked out. Oh well.
There she goes.
Um, yeah, man. The one move that I pointed out was Micah hit. What do I have here? Micah hit like a ringside suplex on Sky Blue,
Mhm.
which looked clean, which is super excellent. I remember we were sitting there and we heard it more than we saw it. It was just this like solid, like oh snap.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Uh, Pretty good move there. Coming in, I thought Sky Blue was going to take it, but Micah ended up getting the 1, 2, 3, and she moved on to be in the TBS Survival of the Fittest match. Micah showed up. It was great to
Yes,
see
she
Sky
did.
Blue. So I enjoyed the match. It was really good. Chava?
Yeah, it was a really fun match. Honestly was rooting for Sky Blue mostly because I know who she is. Um, but they both showed out. It was fantastic. It was a great match. Sky Blue did lose, but it's okay. I mean, the match was fantastic. So we had fun watching it. It was, yeah,
There you go.
I don't know.
It's
No
always
added
easier
notes.
to root for the one that you know. But then
Yeah,
the
it is. It
surprise
really
is
is. But
falling in love with the person you didn't. Be like, oh, Micah,
mhm,
this is the one to watch.
and she was. Not to skip ahead, but that match, the six-way match, for the contendership for the title
Hmm.
was awesome, and
Yes.
she
What?
showed out for that one too. So that was cool. She was well, I was pleasantly surprised that she won.
Same. Same. Because I remember going in, I remember when I did the want, the want and will. I said the want was Micah just because like it would be fine if somebody new, like I'm always down for like new people to just win because
Yeah.
I don't know them,
Mhm.
so it helped to elevate whatever. So yeah, congratulations to Micah. That was dope. But then we get to the main event of the buy-in. Little mini main,
I'll do
little
a
mini
little,
main event.
just pop it on
It
screen real quick.
it
A mini
is
main event.
for the AEW Women's World Tag Team Championship. It was Olympia and Thunder Rosa versus the
The
Divine
Divine
Dominion.
Dominion.
Divine Dominion, for those who don't know, consists of Megan Bayne and Lena Cross.
The
Um,
Megasis.
the Megasis. Absolutely. Olympia is in CMLL. She
Hmm.
really showed out in this match. I wanted to point out a
Yep.
move she does where she jumps into the corner, kind of like when Penta does his drop kick into somebody that's sitting there. She holds herself up, does the splits, puts her legs back together, and then proceeds to do the
Mhm.
move. Then turns right around, picks up I forget who it's one of the broads. Either picking up either of these broads is impressive. Picks her up and does like three whole squats and then just slams her down.
Yep.
Olympia
Man,
showed out. It was
that's
really
She
why her name's
good.
was
Olympia.
awesome. She was great. I want to look more of her up for
Oh,
sure.
I did write it down. She did it to Lena Cross. Yeah, she did it to
Yep.
Lena Cross. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And then that led into this crazy double move where they put uh they put Lena Cross in the corner. Um, and then they got Megan Bayne down. Olympia like jumps off of Cross into the corner, doesn't move, and then Rosa comes up behind her, jumps off of Megan Bayne. It's a whole crazy thing, bro. They super showed out.
Hmm.
Uh,
It was so fun to watch that in
yeah,
person.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, we got
that
real.
was my favorite match of the
That
buy-in.
was the first time the people in the building. That's when I felt like, oh, we're here now. We were sitting, especially little crew, we were sitting in front of hyped up Olympia, real major. So we were getting in. Megan Bain, all 5'11" of Megan Bain does a top rope Hurricane Rana, which was crazy. Just woo, and it looked good. Like she nailed it.
Mm.
Uh, Olympia does a gorilla press slam on Megan Bain. Olympia showed out. Just full
Yes,
on.
you did.
I held her up, slammed her down, but they are Divine Dominion for a reason.
Yes,
Winner
they are.
and still
And still.
your
And
champions. It is
still
Divine Dominion.
the women tag team champions.
Hmm.
And again, Chava, I don't know who's gonna beat these broads, man.
I don't know. Um, they've been very impressive. I
Yeah,
didn't like them at the beginning because I liked
yeah,
Megan Bain was tag team with Penelope Ford. They were mega bad.
yeah.
Penelope Ford got injured. In comes Lena Cross. I had no idea who she was. I liked the difference. Like Penelope Ford's a lot smaller. Megan Bain's bigger. I like the dynamic.
Hmm.
I was like, what's going? But they've really Lena Cross is so impressive, and then them as a duo just really grew on me. That was to me the match of the buy-in. That was the best match.
I agree. I agree. So that was the free. So now if y'all didn't like that and y'all were like, okay, that was enough, then y'all went away. But if y'all went ahead and want to spend some money, you got Forbidden Door. Oh, and it started. The main card started out. And what an opening main card it was. It
Yeah.
is a
So good.
three team tag match.
So good.
It was the Young Bucks. Yeah.
Oh wait, you went that way.
versus Unbound Company versus Sky Team. Now, for those that do not know, the Young Bucks are Nick and Matt Jackson. The Unbound Company was Shingo Takagi and Titan, and the Sky Team was
Titan.
Mascara Dorada and Mystico. And let me tell you, a Mystico entrance in a live building, especially with
So
Chava,
good.
turns it up so much.
So good. Oh my God.
Yeah.
So
This
good.
was where
Me
I
muero
joined.
por besarte.
Yeah.
Ven tu
Hit
boca. Come on, man. Like,
it.
oh, so good.
So great.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, this
good.
is where I joined in. I didn't watch the buy-in. Honestly, I didn't really try looking for it either, but I jumped right in the pay-per-view and I was like, I know the Young Bucks. Because again, I watched AEW when they first started, when Cody Rhodes was still around. Like that's when I
Mhm.
was in AEW, and then I fell off. You know, it happens.
It happens.
So
So,
that's why I'm back in. Like this show got me hyped. It's like I need to start watching more AEW.
Yes,
yes.
you do.
I
Yeah,
think we
so
all should watch
Yes, you
just
do.
a little more
just a
AEW.
little
But
bit more AEW.
hey, that was that coming off of the Thunder Rosa Divine Dominion match. The energy stayed up, and then Mystico's entrance. There's a moment at the start of that match when they're just hyping everybody up, and we're at that fever pitch level already, and it's just like, bro, we're here now. This is an event. Mascata Dorada does a tilt-a-whirl reverse slam kind of move into Titan that was freaking crazy. One of the best moves of the entire night, and it happens. It's almost like seeing a really good magic trick. It happened so good and so fast. You're just like, what did I just see? Hold on, like
So
it was
smooth
really good.
too.
Just a really great tag team match. Of course, the Young Bucks. It's real hard to beat a super kick party,
Yeah.
and I said coming in, if if with these three teams, I was like the Young Bucks. AEW is kind of their jam, so I don't know if they wanted to drop it. So and they didn't. So your winners, Nick and Mac Jackson, the Young Bucks, but an awesome start, great tag team match. That's tag team wrestling for you, everybody.
Yep, that's how you
Sweet.
start the pay-per-view properly.
That is
Yeah.
exact. You took the words out of my mouth. That's how you start the freaking show, man. It
Hmm.
was so good.
Yeah, it was a
It
great
was
match.
great. All the high flying. That's the wrestling I like. I like the high flying stuff. So I think from there, I just went up, 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 up. It was so good.
Wonderful. That brings us to the next match. It is Zack Sabre Jr. versus Kenny Omega. It's basically a strong, high flying style versus super technical wrestling. They call Zack Sabre Jr. the best technical. He's not just him saying it. A lot of other people
Yeah, a
say
lot
it.
of people saying
He's
that.
the best technical wrestler in the world. This was my first time seeing Kenny Omega in action. Kenny Omega is as good as advertised. It's I'm not
Hmm.
I can't even hold you. He's if people want to call him the god of wrestling and people have him in their top three in their top five, I totally understand it now. It's
Yep.
the whole vibe, it's the aura, can command a crowd. He knows what the hell he's doing. He's
Winnipeg's produced some great wrestlers, man. You got Kenny Omega, you got Roddy Piper, and Chris Jericho, all from Winnipeg. So
and
people don't know that Roddy Piper was Canadian, but here he is.
um let's give some props to Zack Sabre Jr. He does he's getting slapped at one point and he straight up counters a slap into a like a flip kick armbar fucking thing. Like it's super crazy. And then he does this he does so you see a lot of people kind of do their pins like when they go upside down and they kind of hold themselves. He holds up and then just cross
He crossed his
With his
arms.
with his
upside
head.
down just
Yeah.
I was like, bruh, Zack Sabre Jr. Like, yeah, yeah, you could take it. But hey, guess what, man? It's kind of an AEW night. We going back to back, Young Bucks, and then the winner,
The
Kenny
cleaner,
Omega.
Kenny Omega.
Kenny Omega.
Kenny Omega.
But good match, Zack Sabre Jr. For a match that, for people, if people think a lot of technical wrestling can be boring, Zack Sabre makes it look interesting.
It's
It
funny.
almost makes it like
That's
he's
what Chava was telling me. I
yeah.
was like, "Hey, like the match is like, what should I watch?" He's like, "You can watch Kenny Omega and Saber." He's like, it is technical, so it might be a little slow." He's like, "I'm not into that quite yet, but you might enjoy it." And I really dug it. He was right.
Yeah, I'm not, but I definitely I respect it, and I'm
Absolutely.
getting more into it as I watch more. That match was a lot better to rewatch
Hmm.
than it
Yes.
was when we were there in person.
Yes.
Um, but it was a great, fantastic match. I wanted Kenny to win, and he did. So hooray!
Hmm.
And Ray. That brings us to our next match. Hey, Chava, get your water pistols out. It is for the AEW Continental Championship. It was Bandito versus John Moxley. Of course, for people that don't know, John Moxley is the leader of the Death Riders. Has been the Continental Champion for a little while. Coming into this, boy, I wanted Bandito to win. Um,
Same,
we were in a
big
Bandito
same.
section. It was man, we had some
Minus
fun.
pops,
Minus
minus
right.
pops.
Your
The one
dad, your dad loves
outlier.
Mox, man.
Right.
He
The
was
one
rocking his
outlier.
mock shirt.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
He's a Death Rider too.
Yes, ready to go. Moxley does a power driver to Bandito on the steel steps. Then
Hmm.
Mox proceeds to rip Bandito's mask pretty good. You get a nice little split right there in
Like
the
this
front.
whole section here,
And
yeah.
that's when we had our first real strong Culero. Culero was the first
Which,
good.
if I'm not mistaken, I believe you started, sir.
Did I?
It was fantastic.
That's great.
Yeah. Rewatching the match, the commentary definitely helped sell the history with these two and just
Mhm.
kind of give credence to like how Moxley operates in the ring. If you're just kind of watching Moxley and you think he's just kind of slow, what the commentary does is they give you that it's okay, this is how he thinks, he's
He's methodic.
methodical, blah blah
Absolutely.
blah. Like so that it re on the rewatch, kind of listening to the commentary, I was like, okay, this kind of helped elevate that match. Bandito does he gets Moxley up, does a backflip like so he's holding Moxley and hits into a backflip off the top rope, ends in a 2 count. Shout out to Chava, you'll know what's the young lady referee in AEW.
Aubrey.
Aubrey Edwards.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
no,
The
you
only
know,
ref that I
yeah,
know,
Yeah, man.
I don't
she's
know.
the only ref I know that has her own merch. Okay.
Yeah,
I need that shirt. I
She's
love
the
Aubrey.
like the AEW like OG. She was around since
She's
the beginning, so I
fantastic.
that's
And
one I definitely remember.
sometimes watching her is just as good as watching the match. Her reaction is
yes,
Absolutely.
fantastic. Yeah.
yes.
I feel the way about a lot of refs. Charles
Yeah.
Robinson's
Yeah.
the same way. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
um Ref, I wanted to shout her out because I noticed in the rewatch that she was asking Bandino in Spanish, like, "Do you quit? Do you want to tap? Which, that little
That's
layer to
cool.
it, I think is great.
Yep.
But as much as we all were rooting for Bandito, there was one happy
Mm.
person in our section because the winner and still your AEW Continental Champion, leader of the Death Riders, won. John Moxley won by
Mox.
submission. Bandito didn't tap,
Interesting.
he just passed out. So
He passed out.
got him
Yeah.
down. And at the end, Mox shows respect to Bandito, gives him the handshake, just you put it down, rolls out, walks away. Mox exits the building, y'all. That was that.
Yep. I was excited to see this match just because I hadn't seen Mox wrestle in a while. So I was like,
Mhm.
it would be nice to get a little refresher just to see. And yeah, he's just as great as I remember seeing him.
Having
Oh yeah, because you
having
watched him as Dean Ambrose, right? Yeah.
I did. I
Yeah,
did.
I never I wasn't really I was watching a little bit at the beginning of the Shield, and then like so Dean Ambrose as he was then, his whole run when he was the champion, then that all that whole comedic stuff that he grew to hate, I didn't see. So I was interested to just watch John Moxley up close and just
Yeah,
watch.
because I
Mhm.
was watching AEW when Mox actually made his debut. So
Yeah.
I was like, oh, it's getting real. Like AEW, he was like one of the first big ones to cross over after AEW started. Um, so it's like I said, it was nice to see
Mhm.
him get a real refresher just to how great he actually is.
Yeah,
I don't
absolutely.
know Dean Ambrose. Like I know
No.
of him, but
Hmm.
I was
Hey,
definitely not watching during that time. I just know Mox, and I'm not the biggest
Ask your
fan of
pops
him.
about Dean Ambrose.
I'm not the biggest fan of him, but like I'm starting to kind of get his character a little bit more.
Hmm.
I think is at first is like the character I couldn't buy into it, but still Bandito should have won. But it is what it is.
I also agree. It is what it is.
Great. It's what it is.
But Bandito he's still the Ring of
The Ring of Honor
Honor
TV
Hmm.
champ.
champion?
I think
Yeah.
the TV champion.
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe so.
Or did they just give that to Rush? Is he now the Ring of Honor TV champion?
No,
I think
but I can find out right
No,
now.
isn't he like cruiserweight?
I think Leo's their TV champion. I think
I don't know.
Bandito was like their world champ. I don't know. Anyway. research research that we should have done beforehand, but we
It
didn't.
wasn't for the belt that was up. So,
He's
Correct.
currently the Ring of Honor World Champion,
World
oh,
champions. Yeah.
there it
So
is.
Leo's
Okay.
Leo's
So
their
Leo is the
champion.
TV. Okay.
He
according
knows.
to the Googs.
He knows. Um,
He knows.
That brings us to our next match. It was for the IWGP Global Heavyweight Championship. It was the Bastard Pac versus Shoto Umino, who is the champion. This was I was doing a little bit of research. This belt was it was a new creation in New Japan Wrestling, and Shota Umino is the first person to hold this belt. So there's a lot of pressure coming into this match not to have it be dropped to an AEW person. I was
Mm.
also super excited to watch this match because this is the match that I went and got all my merch. So I didn't see this match in its entirety. So it was good to just sit and watch. Of course, for those that don't know, the Bastard Pac is also a member of the Death Riders.
The Death
Um,
Riders.
there were a lot of really good moves in this match. Had I stayed to watch it, I would have been just as impressed. For those that also do not know, Pac used to be a gentleman named Neville in WWE, and he was the king of the cruiserweights. I would say he was one of the last great WWE cruiserweight champions when they actually had their belt.
Even with that stupid cape they made him wear.
Correct. And
I'm gonna have to
even
look
when
that up.
he even when he dropped that and was going into like the Bastard Pac, what he
Oh
is now,
yeah.
when he did his little heel turn,
Hmm.
when he was like he used to be like high flying Neville, yeah, and then he was just like fuck you, I'm Neville, king of the
Yep.
cruisers.
Pretty
Um,
much. It was
that was
great.
kind of the blueprint of what we see now as
Hmm.
the Bastard Pac. So I was digging it then. But let's see, there was a hop over DDT to the ring apron that Shota Umino does to Pac, which was great. Uh, um, I didn't know this, but listening back to the commentary, apparently the belt was new and it was Andrade against Umino, and Umino beat Andrade to become that champion. So
Mm.
that was pretty cool finding that out. Um, the commentary does this really good thing where at one point there starts to be a count out. Then at another point, the ref like doesn't count. And so the commentary goes, well, seeing as how it's for the IWGP belt, it's a 20-second count out instead of a 10-second.
Little pivot, you know,
I
just
was
gotta
like,
catch that mistake.
I was like, way to cover, fellas. That's awesome. That's super awesome. Pac does it's basically a razor's edge through the table on the outside. They get back in the ring. There is a insane, crazy final sequence, but the winner and still your
And
champion,
still,
Shota Umino.
Great match. Still no new champions. Everybody has retained thus far, which is
thus
that's always
far.
fun. That's always unexpected too. Usually expect at least at one point, like maybe we'll have a new champion, but not yet. Everybody's holding strong. I love it.
Yeah, and then there's a little interesting kind of Mox comes out a little bit because I guess Shota Umino was a Death Rider, and there's kind of a whole there was a whole thing where he was kind of outed, and it was kind of a nuts thing. Yeah, they faced off each other a time before, so he ends up giving what's his bucket? The ace comes out. Takeshita comes out and gives Shota some love. So yeah, that was a fun little match. Or so I heard. I wasn't there.
No, it was really good. I like Pac. What I've seen
Yeah.
of him. I didn't know him
Mhm.
as Neville, but
Hmm.
he's probably my favorite Death Rider. Um, well, we jump ahead, I'd say Osprey's my favorite Death Rider. But here at Forbidden Door,
At this point in
um,
time.
at that time, Pac I think was he's fantastic to wrestle. I went back since I just started AEW this year. I went back and watched all of 2019, and he was in those a lot of those matches, and
Mhm.
it was good. It was great wrestling. I was like, this guy's awesome. And then I saw him pop up here recently was for the stuff going on now, and was just
Yeah,
like,
he's
yes,
a lot of fun
that
to watch.
match. I was yelling so hard, like I wanted him to win. I was rooting for Pac.
And I remember coming in. I thought it would be interesting if I thought it'd be interesting if Pac won, but I didn't think he was going to win only because I remember telling Chava, I was like, I think Moxley, they want kind of him to be the only dude right now with gold in the Death Riders. Because maybe that'll spark some until Osprey does whatever's. Um, since we got the time, let's go ahead and talk about let's end this part one with I think one of the matches I was looking forward to the most. It is for the AEW Women's
Mhm.
World Championship. It is Stardom's own SLK Starlight Kid versus the leader of the Triangle of Madness, the watcher of all these dumb bitches, the toxic spider herself, Tekla. Uh,
Hecla.
Tekla came on out with some flaming swords,
Mhm.
kind of walking her out to the ring. That was crazy. Rewatching it was mad funny. At one point, Tekla Tekla doesn't move against Starlight Kid, looks into the camera, and she goes, "Ah, biggest dick in the room."
She's fantastic. I love
This
her.
this was the first match where I put down my phone and I just started watching because I know you, Chava, have been talking about Tekla. It's like this is your chick right now, so you're like you need to watch this one. So I
She's my
did.
favorite woman wrestler right now.
Yeah.
It's just so fun to watch her. She's amazing.
Yeah, she's great. And Starlight Kid put on a hell of a show too. It's the first time I've
Starlight
She's
seen both of them.
awesome.
Yeah.
was my next note.
She's really good.
Starlight Kid has skills, y'all. Uh,
Hmm.
she does this really great thing where she takes a stretch muffler and turns it into a swinging slam
Yeah.
against Tekla. That was
It's almost like
crazy.
an airplane spin kind of
Yeah,
thing.
it
Her
was
knee was
crazy.
bent over her head, like a torture rack almost kind of thing, and then
Yeah,
she starts spinning around. It's like, and she's not a big lady. She's a small lady. So it's like that's a lot of weight to have on her neck spinning around and everything. It's like that was impressive.
yeah, yeah.
She
It
was
was
super impressive.
yes,
I got a little bit of a heads up about her beforehand from some friends, like keeping, watch her. And what we saw live was great. And then doing the rewatch, even better. We get all the angles and
The
stuff
angles,
that we
yeah.
couldn't see from where we were sitting. But um, what I thought was pretty cool with the commentary, they said she's in her like early to mid 20s, but already has. Oh, I
24.
think they said 24. She's
Yes.
24 and she has 10 years experience.
Yeah, that's
She
crazy.
started at 14. I was like, oh my God. Like,
Yeah.
she's just getting started. Like, if she can take this, like, she gets so much better. It's
Mm-hmm.
and she's already so impressive. I
Very
want to watch
impressive.
more of her. She's making me want to sign up for Stardom to
There you
watch
go.
Stardom.
See?
Yeah.
There you go. And I tell you what, it would have been just a wonderful, wonderful thing if we could celebrate her. But guess what, everybody? Uh, 2 curb stomps to the young lady. Hashtag and
And
still
still.
you're
And
AEW
still,
world champion. Get used to
and
it, y'all.
still.
There ain't none. This spider might be itty bitty, but don't fucks with it, man. The toxic spider Tekla. Now, just to put a little stamp on it, Tekla had been running her mouth real well about Stardom because she got fired from Japan. Not from Stardom, from Japan. That's all of Japan said Tekla's out. So the president of Stardom, I should have wrote his name down. I didn't. Shame on me. I apologize to the
It
Stardom.
I
was
think,
the last name is Okada only because
yeah,
they were saying
'cause
he's
they
not
said
no
related to the
relation.
other
Yeah,
Okada.
right.
yeah,
So
So
yeah.
Tekla goes on over, and first of all, she takes Starlight Kid's mask off.
Yep.
The Sky Blue and Julia Hart.
Mhm.
Julia Hart. Come on down. Julia Hart has a pair of scissors, hands them to Tekla. Tekla, you know what's gonna happen. Cuts the mask off, spits in the mask,
Gets in it. It
goes
puts it in
down,
dude's face.
hits the homie dude with it. He walks back. You want the mask? Yeah, yeah.
He was such a good sell, so over the
Yep.
top. I loved it.
Yep. Perfect.
We couldn't really see that when we were at there, but watching it back, seeing it, like, it was fantastic
Yeah, because she went over there a few times and messed with him and was like
Yeah.
in his face. But
because of the
that,
history or whatever when she was
yeah,
out there.
but
Yeah.
that whole thing with her spitting in the mask and then shoving his face,
Yep.
like, what a sign of disrespect. But that is a perfect heel. It
So
was so well done. I was like, okay, I'm Tekla. Let's go. I'm in.
One of the many reasons she's, in my opinion, the best
Hmm.
women's wrestler right now.
I
She's
can see
the most fun to watch.
Yes.
Yeah.
I feel like they will take the belt off of her soon, but I hope not.
Yeah.
I think,
But I
I
can see just based off of that
think-
one match that she's one of those wrestlers that doesn't necessarily need a belt to be great.
she's just gonna cause
No,
chaos. You just
she
have to
doesn't.
sit there and cause a little chaos.
Correct. Her character and just everything that she's about, that's all she'll ever need. The gold will just be icing on the cake.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And just cool. I forgot to throw her one little nickname. They called her the Idol Killer in Stardom because part of their whole like the characters like Starlight Kid, that whole thing where it's like cutesy and more that they're called like idols. And Tekla was like, I'm not about that. So they dubbed her the Idol Killer when she would go
That's
there and
good.
beat these. I was just like, man, Tekla's so dope. Hey,
She
for
is
now, that's gonna
amazing.
be our part one. We're gonna stop it down here. I have things to do. He has things to do. He has things to do. Y'all got things to do. You might want to take a little break between part 1 and 2. So
Mhm.
this is gonna be our break. But real quick, hey, Billion,
Yes.
would you let the people know how they can help us out in our wonderful little corner of the internet that we have going on here?
Love to. As always, haters, go ahead, hit that like and subscribe button. Bow. There it is. Tell your friends that your favorite wrestling podcast will soon be their favorite wrestling podcast, right, Chava? Yes, sir.
Duh.
See?
Yes, sir.
Also, you can find us. Comment down below. Tell us what you thought of Forbidden Door so far, part 1. Tell us what matches you love, what matches you didn't love, who you loved watching, just all that good stuff. You can also find us on Instagram, Section 8 Wrestling Pod, and if you want to listen to us, Spotify and Apple Music.
Oh man. Hey, go on ahead. Just go ahead and hit part 2. If you want to stay for the end of this, great.
It'll be down there. There'll be a link in the bottom.
But if you do want to stay, we want to say, hey, thanks y'all for stopping by. We hope we made you laugh. Ha ha. We hope we made you smile. We hope we made you think about some really good wrestling. Hope we made you think about some really good AEW wrestling.
Mhm.
Start to get on this train. The train is going fast. The
I
train
hop
is
back on.
great.
I'm
Train
on,
is
baby.
good.
Let's go.
Train is good. It's going.
Yes, William.
Hey, for the Section 8 Wrestling Podcast, I am Killz at Will.
I am Billiam.
I am Chava.
Hey,
Hey.
We gonna see you on part 2.
Bye, y'all. This has been a Section 8 Wrestling Podcast production.